right, there we go. We're live. What is going on tonight, everybody? Welcome, as always, to Trivia Vice. We've got a really good one planned for you. So, what's going on tonight, Dan?
Oh, not too much. We kind of split. Actually, you made most of the questions tonight, but yeah, we got general trivia tonight, guys. We're changing it up a little bit, as we always like to keep you guys on your toes. We did a little more. There's a lot of random knowledge on this one. What do we got here? We got history. I know I did a couple history.
There's history, sports, books, TV, movies, music, of course. Pretty much a little bit of everything. I think it's gonna slap. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we already got a bunch of people hopping on right now. So we'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll get going with it. So, and then I think Dan just came up with a really good bonus.
Oh yeah, the bonus that's a good one. Look at this. Look at this dedication, Sean in the ER. Well, I hope everything's okay, Sean.
I hope all is well.
Doesn't stop him from joining us on Trivia Vice. So
Carlos says he's finally back. Carlos, welcome back. We're happy to have you,
Carlos. Absolutely, love to see it. So we'll give it about another minute, and then we'll get started. Mm-hmm. We got 5 rounds, 5 questions for each round. Top 3 in each round will get a point. Speed does count as well, obviously, as getting the correct answer. So the quicker you are, the more beneficial it is. And
guys, make sure to hit that like button too.
Yeah,
helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to share it and all that good stuff with all your friends and family members.
Absolutely.
How about that thumbnail too? I really like. I love the guy that we used in the thumbnail that has like the 70s porn stash.
I'm working on my own 70s.
I was gonna say, okay, who has the better stash? The guy in our thumbnail picture for the video or Dan?
Yeah, I don't have an HD camera set up yet until I get back to the Batcave, but I will soon. I promise. I'm going to get back.
Gotta get that Wi-Fi booster.
Gotta get that Wi-Fi. I gotta
actually hardwire it. We gotta hardwire it.
I have to, because it's just that's a chunk brick wall to get through. So, all right, let's get going. Let's get started here.
All right, let's
see what we got. Let me grab my pen and pad here to keep score.
Get her started here. And
Sean says Dan's rocking the stash. Yeah, I'm doing No Shave November. I just started a couple weeks early in October because I needed a head start. I grow very patchy facial hair, so other than my I do get a nice mustache going on. I've always been able to do that, but I find myself
going with a nice soft blue background tonight. It just kind of felt right for this type of trivia. I don't know why.
I was there when you made that part, and it did. You like it slapped right away. We knew it did. All right, question number 1.
We left it on the bonus. Okay, well, bonus is going first tonight, apparently.
Question number 1 for the bonus. What fast food chain is the oldest in the United States? Is it White Castle, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, or A&W?
So Dan came up with this right before we started, and I knew the answer only because I just watched a video about this the other day from Company Man, who his channel slaps. Company Man has a really, really fun channel to watch. He talks all about different businesses and why they're successful and all that. But also, I am going to try this for the first time tonight, actually. I was at Walmart, and, it was just one of those impulse buys at Walmart that we all get all the time. And I was going down the frozen food section because I needed to get some stuff. And I'm going to try those White Castle cheeseburger sliders.
So White Castle, guys, started in 1921. To put in perspective, McDonald's was what, 1950?
Yeah, mid-50s, I think.
Mid-50s. White Castle is not as big, obviously. They only have like 1,000 franchises, which is much smaller, but or maybe only a couple hundred. I don't remember. But all right, so it looks like Mitch is going to be the winner on this one. So that's the bonus round. Sorry, we did a little backwards.
Sorry about that. I didn't move the cursor back onto round 1, but that's all right. This will make it even more interesting.
Exactly. It's just going to make round 5 that much more interesting. But Mitch is off to the fastest start with 1 point.
So I'm curious if anybody on here has had White Castle, because we don't really have any near us.
I know. I really want to try one. I honestly thought it was a fake place for a while because
I'm pretty excited about these. Maybe I'll bring one to work for you tomorrow so you can try it, because I am really excited to try these things.
100%. That'd be awesome. All right, question number 1, round number 1. Who played Deputy Marshal Samuel Gerard in the 1993 film The Fugitive? It's a great film. Tommy Lee Jones, Martin Landau, Harvey Keitel, or Harrison Ford? Ooh, so
Oh man, Sean says it's gross.
that's disappointing.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. We'll
So this
see.
one's split right now between Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. So Tommy Lee Jones actually ends up playing Samuel Gerard, right? Technically, that's his
Yes.
name.
Yep.
Because he's in The Fugitive and he's in U.S. Marshals, the movie in 1998 with Wesley Snipes, which actually I enjoy that one almost just as much. But The Fugitive is a really good film. Harrison Ford plays Dr. What is his name? He's a doctor. His wife gets murdered and he's framed for it.
I'm trying to. I haven't seen The Fugitive in a while. It is a good movie though. Actually, I don't know that I've ever seen The Fugitive. I might be thinking of something else.
I want to say Richard Kimball, but I don't know. I'm going to look it up in a minute. All right, question number 2. Kyle going with three answers here. When the original Star Wars trilogy was re-released in 1997, which film grossed the most at the box office? Ooh, is it Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, or New Hope? I don't know this one. I remember distinctly my first memory of going to a movie was when I was 5 in 1997, going to see A New Hope.
That was my first memory of going to a movie. And then I remember in '99 when Phantom Menace came out, Mom was reading the opening crawl to you. And you, just so that you looked cool in front of me, and I think Riley was with us too.
Yeah.
And just so you'd look cool in front of us, you were telling Mom that you knew what it said, even though you had no clue.
Yeah, I was 7, and that was a lot of reading at one point, all about politics and galactic politics. And I was like, Mom, I can read it, even though I had no fucking clue what it said.
So it is Empire, in my opinion, the best out of the 3.
Yes, I agree. Question number 3. Which of these colors is not featured in the logo for Google? Yellow, pink, green, or blue? Steph says Dan didn't know a Star Wars question. I didn't. That was a good one. I would have honestly guessed A New Hope just because that was the one I remember seeing in theaters. But
so I remember my birthday party that year, we went and saw Empire in theaters because Aunt Judy was with us and she didn't know the big reveal at the end.
No, Mom didn't know the reveal.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right. Judy, yeah, that's right. Judy said something to Mom right before before it.
She blew it. I think this one is. I was just gonna say I think it's pink, but I'm trying to remember.
Google uses red instead of pink.
Oh, okay. All right. This is going to be a close first round.
I'm getting tricky with these. You can tell that was a game question too because they used a U in the R or in the word color.
Yeah, I think Live Reacting is a British company. Must be.
Yeah. So I think that might have been the only game question for this round.
Question number 4: What is the capital of New Hampshire? Manchester, Goffstown, Concord, or Bedford? I do not know this. I'm not good with capitals. The only one I have ever heard of is Goffstown, so I feel like that could be one.
This one right here would have gotten me. So I've been to all 4 of these, mainly just because we've delivered furniture to a bunch of them. Then we've been out to Manchester because we have family out there. But honestly, I thought the answer was Manchester.
What is it?
It is 3, and I don't think. Oh, Joey got that. It looks like I'm just reading through the chat. I think Joey may have been the only one that got that. So it actually is Concord.
Interesting.
Yeah, I could have swore it was 1. Like that would have been my guess, and I double checked it just to make sure.
Dirk was going with me on Goffstown. Is Manchester the largest city in New Hampshire?
I think so. Yeah,
that's what I thought. All right, final question for round 1. Which baseball player was known as Mr. November? Reggie Jackson, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, or Derek Jeter? Gosh, I feel like I should know this one. But baseball is definitely my kryptonite when it comes to sports. Like I think I know.
So we got a few for Reggie Jackson, a lot for Reggie Jackson. So Reggie Jackson was Mr. October. Derek Jeter was Mr. November.
Huh. Was that because like he was dating all these superstar models when the season ended?
Probably.
Is he married? I don't even. Has he ever been married?
I think so. I think he married a supermodel.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty sure. I think I don't know, to be honest with you. I think isn't he like he's part owner of the Marlins now, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Which I don't know that anybody'd really want to stake claim to that, but
all right, so we have, along with Mitch now in first place, we have Bobby, we have Kevin, and Joey, all with one. So we have a 4-way tie for first, going into round 2. Steph said she assumed that Mr. November might use a picture in a calendar. She's thinking bad thoughts about Derek Jeter.
Sorry, that's that Chippendales calendar. Oh, that's funny. I like these random ones. It's a nice. I like the ones that are specific topics.
Change
too,
up,
but
yeah.
I was gonna say the random ones are always fun too, because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
Which Forrest Gump may come up a little bit later. So spoiler alert. Number 1, what was the highest grossing animated movie of the 90s? The Lion King, Tarzan, Beauty and the Beast, or Aladdin?
So Aladdin was the number 1 box office in 1992.
Mm-hmm.
Because number 2 is The Bodyguard, and I don't know why I know that fact, but I was born in 1992, so I feel like I should know that. It's got to be The Lion King.
So it is Lion King. It just barely nudges out Aladdin. Aladdin was very, very close.
Yeah.
And Lion King is still, I think, in terms of like traditional 2D animation, I think Lion King still is number 1. But it barely beat out Aladdin, and Aladdin barely beat out Beauty and the Beast. So all 3 of those.
And I think even Tarzan
very
almost made $500 million. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, that all 3. I think all 4 of these were actually the 4 highest. I'm pretty sure. Number 2. Which of these bones is the hardest to break? Tibia, humerus, femur, or cranium?
Which one? I know which one I know which the tibia. Which one's the humerus again? I'm trying to remember. Kyle's like,
it's science, so definitely don't ask me.
Oh my gosh, what was I gonna look up earlier? I was like, oh, I'm gonna look this up. I was gonna look something up, and I can't remember. I don't know. I want to say it's the humerus or the femur. No, the humerus.
Oh, Steph says upper arm. Which one was the upper arm?
No. The femur is what I was gonna say, because that's like your thigh bone or thing. Yeah. All right. So the humerus is the upper bone one that Tess broke.
What's that?
So the humerus is the one that Tess and Brad both broke.
Correct. Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure that one's kind of hard to break too. I think. I don't know, to be honest with you. All right, number 3. The 90s Buffalo Bills popularized the no-huddle offense. What was their version of it called? The run and shoot, option spread, K-gun, or fun and gun?
I don't know this one.
I'm expecting that Mitch is going to know this.
Uh-oh, putting pressure on Mitch. Yeah, but this was before Mitch was even born.
Yeah, but if you're a true Bills fan, yeah, he got it. All right, so it is the K-gun offense. So they went to 4 straight Super Bowls. They typically had the best or one of the best offenses in the league, and it was known as the K-gun. So fun and gun was Steve Spurrier's offense at Florida. The run and shoot was, I can't remember whose that was, and then the option spread was popularized in college mainly. So, but yes, it is the K-gun.
Oh, look at you. Football's my second kryptonite with that, with sports.
All right, number 4, Google again. When was Google founded? 2002, 2000, 98, or 95? Mitch says Josh Allen is my Jim Kelly. He's dad. Yeah, how'd that work out yesterday?
Josh Allen is Josh Allen's dad.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Mitch. I love Josh Allen.
Yeah. Josh Allen's just such a nice guy. I'm going to have to say...
I can't say much. The Packers started Jordan Love yesterday, and we all saw how that worked out.
I'm going to go with 1990. I'm going to go with 1998. 1995 seems too soon or too old. in 1998 seems just right. But like, it's crazy to think that such a giant company like Google is only 23 years old.
It really is. I think I think the game only made 1 or 2 questions. I think that was one that I picked. I just wanted to do one about a company. I was like, let's go Google again. That just sounds right. All right, number 5. What are the cylinder-like parts that pump up and down within the engine? Radiators, pistons, leaf springs, ABS.
Hey, it's a car question I actually know. Look at that.
I figured this one might kind of be a gimme. I don't know, to be honest with you. We're gonna find out, but I'm assuming it probably is.
The one car question I know, Kyle's like, yeah, this is a gimme. Everyone knows it. Dan knows it.
Yeah, it looks like it is. I think everybody got that. Yep, looking like they did. So that's gonna be an interesting round.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close one. Gonna definitely come down to speed. See if we have anybody taking over for first place, or if we're gonna have a 7-way tie for first place. Good news is something's got to give eventually. Okay, so we have a 7-way tie now. So Sean, Brooke, and Stephanie all join.
Round 3. So we got 3 rounds left, and we got 7 people all with 1.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. I feel like we're gonna regret doing the bonus in the beginning.
We might have to come up with another bonus just in case.
We might have to. We'll see. Maybe not.
I'll try to think of something during this round when you're reading stuff off. I'll try to come up with something. I got something.
Perfect. All right. Question number 1, round number 3. This 80s band skyrocketed to fame with albums such as Pyromania and Hysteria. Who were they? Poison, Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, or Bon Jovi? This is one of my all-time favorite bands.
Absolutely.
Definitely top 10 and probably top 5 for me, if I'm being honest. I went to go see them in concert, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and they were phenomenal.
Yeah, you can't not like Def Leppard. They slap.
Yeah, Def Leppard. Like, I feel like I just need to, like, if I could lift a Def Leppard every time I go to lift weights, then
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'd be the size of Arnold.
Yeah, I love Def Leppard. Look at that. Everybody knows good music when they hear it.
Mm-hmm. Pyromania's got the coolest CD cover ever, and I don't really know why. It's like a target, like looking at a skyscraper with a like giant explosion on it. It's just so 80s, and it's awesome. All right, question number 2. In the movie Spaceballs, what are the Spaceballs attempting to steal from planet Drudia? The Schwartz, the Princess Lone Star, Meatballs, or Air? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so this was actually a game question too. I haven't seen Spaceballs in a long time.
It's been a long time for I love Mel Brooks films, and ironically, I love Star Wars, but I have not seen Spaceballs probably in 15 years.
I say it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since I've seen it though. Do you remember what it is?
No.
It's Air.
Okay. So, yeah.
It's the movie that introduced me to Raise Your Hands by Bon Jovi, because I'd never heard it before. And then John Candy's character, what is it, Barf? If I remember right. Yeah, they're flying in the Winnebago and he's listening to it. And I'm like, man, what is that song? It slaps.
That was before Google, Kyle, had to like go to the credits to find out what it was.
I did actually.
Question
on my VHS player.
Question 3. John Elway was originally drafted by which team before being traded to the Broncos? Is it the Jets, the Giants, the Patriots, or the Colts? That's how long ago it was. It was the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah. A lot of people going Jets. So that draft, Ken O'Brien was drafted by the Jets. Ken O'Brien went to the Jets. That's the same draft. Dan Marino went to the Dolphins. John Elway was drafted by the Baltimore Colts. threatened to hold out because he actually was drafted by George Steinbrenner with the Yankees the same year. Basically threatened that if he didn't get traded to a team out west, he didn't want to play in Baltimore because he thought that their franchise was too messed up and didn't want to play in the cold weather. And sure enough, he wasn't wrong about that because the Baltimore Colts became the Indianapolis Colts the following year.
Jeez. All right, question number 4. Which one of these countries does not border Hungary? Ukraine, Slovakia, Romania, or Poland? I think I know this one.
What are you thinking?
I'm pretty sure it's Slovakia.
I had to pull out a map for this one. I had to pull it up on Google because I was like, all right, we're going to do a geography question. I'm just going to pick a random country and we're going to go from there. And I think it's actually Poland. I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, now you got me second guessing because everybody in the chat's saying too as well. So,
well, my problem is I think
it's Poland.
When I think of Europe,
oh no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Shit.
See, well, because Romania and Poland and Hungary were all taken over by the Soviet Union after World War II. Like on their way to Berlin, they all like fell like within a week from Nazi Germany. So like they're all bordering each other. All right, question number 5. What is the closest planet to our solar system sun? Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, or Earth? I think I know this one, and I think I know it because of Drake and Josh. Because the one song they sing on it, I don't know why. I know it from a Nickelodeon TV show, but I do.
I used to love that show. All right, what is it?
It's Mercury, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Because then it's Mercury is, and then it's like Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Earth, something. I don't know. I just remember that.
You know me with science, so it's one of the M's. It's either Mercury or Mars. Okay, all right. Hey, look at that. Mitch struggled with it too. It wasn't just me. Mitch, I'm with you on that one. I don't know that I honestly would have gotten that.
All right, we finally gonna have a break here. We do actually have a break. So Brian and Jake are going to join, but then Kevin is going to get 2 points to officially take the lead going into round number 4.
Joey says I was just singing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How sad is that I would probably not have gotten that?
Hey, it's okay.
Science was not Kyle's forte.
Well, when are you ever going to have a gun to your head that you need to know the planets in order? You'll never need to know it.
Yeah, it's kind of like
you were playing trivia and your life depended on winning.
Kind of like knowing the square root of pi or something like that. Like I'm never going to need to know.
That's true.
At least I hope I'm not going to need to because I'm going to be in real trouble. All right, number 1. Which rap group released the album Straight Outta Compton? Wu-Tang Clan, Run DMC, NWA, or Beastie Boys?
So I'm not obviously a big rap person at all, but I do know this one, and I think the only reason I know is because of the movie that came out a couple years ago.
All right, who is it, Dan?
It's NWA, correct?
Yes.
Now, why out of all of them? Like to me, I feel like a movie about the Beastie Boys would have been way more interesting than like the NWA. But I don't know. I guess if you're coming out of Compton, I'm sure there was some pretty interesting stuff that happened. So I don't know. Just my thoughts. Because I feel like out of all of them, definitely Run DMC or Beastie Boys are way more popular. Like
I would agree.
Wrong, but
all right, number 2. What bus number was Forrest supposed to take to get to Jenny's house? 9, 7, 5, or 12? I'm curious if Dan knows because I know this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, I believe it's bus number 5, right?
Let's see what everybody says. A lot of people going with 4. So I knew I was going to get a lot of people with 4. So 12 is significant, but not because of the bus. Forrest says that he has 12 Jennies, which are
Right.
his boats. It's bus number 9.
Bus number 9. Damn. Did anyone get that? Carlos got it.
Carlos got it. Yeah, a lot of people going with 4 on that.
Carlos, the only
Carlos
one getting
the
that. That was a good one.
standalone.
I was the only one who guessed 5. Okay. Interesting.
All right, here we go. Number 3. All right, in the television show Breaking Bad, what is the street name of Walter and Jesse's notorious product? Rock Candy, Pure Glass, Blue Sky, or Baby Blue?
It's still a show that I can't find my like. I get it, everybody. I get it. It's the greatest show ever made. Blah blah blah. But god damn it, I get so depressed watching it. I just can't. And I don't know why it depresses me, but it just like I watch it and I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't ever feel good after watching the show. And I feel like that's indicative of me not ever gonna liking it. I don't know. I watch it and I'm like, wow, this is really well made and well written, but like I don't know. Just not I don't know, it's not for me.
So everybody going with
That's
3 and
okay.
4. I was gonna say it is 3. It is Blue Sky. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like it's a good show and I know people love it. I've never made it all the way through all seasons of it.
No.
I usually get like halfway through and yeah, kind of the same thing. Number 4. What is JK Rowling's real life first name? Josephine, Joanne, Jessica, or Jenny?
So I do know this one, even though I'm not as big of a Harry Potter, lover as you are.
Oh, Harry Potter slaps. It's right up there with Star Wars and Marvel. It's it's difficult to rank all of them. But...
Okay. Before you say anything else, you're gonna regret there, Mister. You need to watch your mouth. All right. And if you go and say it's better than Batman, then I'm just gonna boot you off the show right here now. So her name is Joanne.
Yep.
And the publisher wanted her to put JK Rowling because they thought a book would sell better if people thought it was written by a man.
Correct. Yeah, they didn't think that little boys would buy the book if they knew that it was written by a woman.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just whatever.
All right, number 5. Dan came up with this one right here. So after World War II, which country hosted the most deaths of German POWs? The U.S., Great Britain, France, or Belgium?
I was gonna have Soviet Union on there, but let's be honest, they like take the cake by far. But this one was an interesting one. I did not know this until a couple days ago. I like to do a lot of reading on World War II. I find it very fascinating.
A lot of people going 3 and 4 seems to be
so
common answers.
France is actually the country. Ironically, they had the least amount of prisoner of wars when the war ended. The United States and Great Britain leased them 1 million prisoner of wars to help them rebuild France. And because of the occupation of Paris and how poorly France was treated by the Nazis in the 40s, they basically killed like 10% of those guys, like stoning them to death and doing things like that. They were pretty brutal, which I thought was kind of surprising. Okay, so we have Brian now has 2. Curtis gets on the board. And let's see, Sean has 2. So now we have a 3-way tie.
3-way tie.
Or first, we have Brian, Sean, and Kevin all going into the final round.
I'm gonna need to beef up my bonus. I can do better than what I came up with.
Yeah, time to beef it up.
Yep.
We gotta, because I have a feeling. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but I think we're gonna end up having a tie. But maybe not. If Brian, Sean, or Kevin can score without the other 2, then they'll win. All right, here we go. Question number 1. During what war did the Cuban Missile Crisis occur? World War II, World War I, the Revolutionary War, or Cold War? So Given the name is the Missile Crisis, I hope nobody chooses the Revolutionary War.
I didn't even think of that when we were putting this one in there.
Could have at least gone like War of 1812 or something a little closer, but no. Kyle chose the war where it took him 45 seconds to reload after one shot.
Yeah, I did not even think of that.
Oh, that's funny.
I think everybody got this one, it looks like. Mitch says the Trojan War.
Yeah, you could have put the Trojan War. Jeez.
The Battle of Thermopylae.
Yeah, you could have put the Korean War. That would have been a little more believable.
I could have.
All right, question number 2. Which sitcom character had the catchphrase, "How rude"? Stephanie Tanner, Rudy Huxtable, Monica Geller, or Ashley Banks? Interesting. See, I feel like this one may have been harder if you put different Full House characters.
I should have, yeah.
Because if you put like DJ, Stephanie, Michelle, and I don't know.
I think we're going to get some people. I remember what the next question is. And I think we're going to get some people on the next one. Because it kind of sticks with the 90s theme on the next one. And I think we're going to get a few peeps on this one. Steph says she quoted this today at work.
I actually figured you'd get a couple people. We apparently have everyone that knows Full House.
Can't blame them. It's a great show.
Yeah, it really is. Question number 3. Which celebrity made history being the first person to simultaneously have the #1 book, TV show, and movie at the same time? Will Smith, Tim Allen, Michael J. Fox, or John Stamos?
A lot of 2s, some 1s. There's a 3.
You know, Bobby had a good point here. I guess every single one of the girls on Full House has a catchphrase. You got it, dude. Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah.
And how rude. I didn't even think about that.
Huh. So actually, a lot of people going with Tim Allen on this, and they are correct. Honestly, I thought we'd get a lot more for Will Smith. Personally, that was the one that I thought would get a lot of people. So Tim Allen at the same time had Home Improvement, The Santa Claus, and his book was, what was it? Don't Stand Too Close to the Naked Man. Yeah.
Yep. Would not recommend. I did read it about 10 years ago in college. Was not a fan. Question number 4. Which player made history as the first underclassman as a sophomore freshman to win the Heisman? Was it Tim Tebow, Reggie Bush, Cam Newton, or Adrian Peterson?
Curtis only 2.
I believe
a lot of 1s and 2s. What do you think, Dan?
Isn't this one Tim Tebow as a sophomore?
It is Tim Tebow as a sophomore. So Reggie Bush won the Heisman as a junior in 2005. Cam Newton won the Heisman, but he was upperclassman at that point. And Adrian Peterson actually never won the Heisman.
He's just going to be beating out Tom Brady at one point, being the oldest man in the NFL, apparently. So, that, you know what? That should have been Tebow. Tebow should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Jags. It's not like the Jags could have gotten worse. They should have just put him on the roster.
That's right.
Just to sell jerseys. All right, question number 5, the final question of the game. In the late 1960s, Tom Petty was part of which band? The Sting, the Starships, the Epics, or the Crush? I don't know this one. Interesting. I do not know this one.
Let's see if we got any die-hard Tom Petty fans. A lot of 3s and 4s so far. A lot of 4s coming in on this. What would you guess, Dan, if you had to guess?
Probably the Crush. Not because I know the band, but just it just sounds right. But,
so it is the Epics.
The Epics.
So the Sting is a movie.
Yeah.
Sting itself is a band, but I don't know if there's actually one called The Sting, but The Sting is a movie. The Crush, I kind of came up with that.
It sounded right.
Yeah, I figured The Sting and The Crush both sounded good. Starships was just, I threw it in there because I didn't have anything else to go on.
Well, there's Jefferson Starship.
Good point.
Okay, so it does looks like Brian pulled away at the end to win the game, but we know, well, let's see. Hang on here. We got Joey's going to have 2 now, and Mitch is going to have 2. So for the sake of funsies, I say we do. Kyle, do you have the final question?
There we go. Yeah. I got something.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Don't know how good it's going to be, but full send, right?
Why not?
All right. So, Anheuser-Busch, anybody that doesn't know, it's a beer company. Where are they headquartered? What city? First to throw it up in the chat.
First one to correctly throw it up.
What's that?
I said first one to throw it up correctly in the chat. So Brian's saying it's Anco is the one who actually got it. So technically we have a new champ. We have a new champ today.
Oh, nope. Steph Sample had it first. Where is it? Right there.
Yep, there.
Yep. A lot of people coming in right at the same time with St. Louis. It is St. Louis.
Why was I thinking it was Pennsylvania somewhere?
Yinglin's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was thinking of the wrong one.
Dan, you worked for a beer distributor that distributed Anheuser-Busch. They didn't ingrain that in your mind?
No. Because I heard so many beer puns as I was working. Like, you'd carry a whole cart of beer. People are like, oh, my car's out that way. And I'd be like, oh, I haven't heard that 10 fucking times today.
No, we're just the capital of people drinking Anheuser-Busch.
We actually prefer Genesee here.
That is true. That is true.
Jenny slaps. But, all right. So it looks like Brian and his partner in crime, Co, ended up winning tonight. We got second place is actually a few people. We got Mitchell, Joey, Kevin, and Sean. And then third place goes to Curtis, Jake, Brooke, Stephanie, and Bobby. So, guys, thank you so much for playing. What are we doing Wednesday? Put in the comments, guys, when the live stream ends. We got to get some comments in our.
Why don't we do? Throw us some comments because we need some ideas for upcoming games. What do you guys want? We were talking 2 different topics for tonight. If we didn't do general, we were either going to do pop culture or I love the 90s. So let us know which one you guys want, and whatever one wins out, that's what we'll do.
We should do like a random one, like I love the 1910s. All right, guys, thank you so much for playing. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see, and we'll see you Wednesday, same time, same place. Have a good night.
Have a great night, guys.